I like to consider myself a reflective person. I like to dwell on the past, what I've been doing wrong, what is wrong with me, and try and fix myself. I would reach the peak version of me. I would optimize all my thinking. Everything will be efficient. That was my main goal and main ideal in my life. Until all of a sudden I was realizing, wow, I have a very, very negative view of myself, considering how I've been improving myself slowly over the years. Like, I should be getting better. How come my view of myself is getting worse and worse? So basically the question that I have today is it self-reflection or self-flagellation? Is it just self-abuse? So flagellation is basically whipping yourself in order to kind of redeem your sins, suffering in order to redeem yourself. And that's kind of what I did verbally. Mental abuse to myself. Yeah. I would start critiquing everything that I did, and then I'll be thinking, how could you be so stupid and just so absent-minded to even not consider this one factor? Like, you're not analyzing hard enough. You're not good enough, period. So I always had this mentality of like, no, I'm not ready to do this, I'm not ready to do that because I'm not well yet, I'm not fixed yet. I can't date, I can't go out, I can't do this, I can't try that because, you know, I'm sick. I'm broken. And I just tried to heal myself completely on my own. I was so into self-improvement. I was very into like Chris Williamson and like Jocko, and I would hear them talk about, oh, you know, is it self-flagellation? Is there a point where you can be too harsh on yourself? And I'm like, yeah, there is. Yeah, that's wrong. You shouldn't do that. But then I was doing it anyways. For myself, it's needed. I need this. I deserve it. I just saw myself as this huge problem that I had to solve, and that there was something wrong with me. And it kind of gave me this inherent thought. I internalized that thought that I'm never good enough. I'm never enough. So I was such a perfectionist, and I was such a self-hater. There was no self-love. I thought that being so critical of myself was loving myself because it was for the greater good, so that I would become better and that I will push myself. I'll go through the suffering, and that's what will make me grow. You hear all those, like, you know, self-improvement advice like that. But then that's what I failed to realize. I failed to realize that not all advice that I see online on self-improvement is applicable to me. They're applicable for other people, but everyone has their own advice that they need to follow that applies specifically for them in their circumstances. I didn't grasp that. I think I just used that as fuel and to justify what I was doing. Confirmation bias, like, yes, I am doing things right. They're telling me to do it. It must be right. I am doing the right thing. That felt like the real me, and it felt good. Although it didn't feel good, but the process of it, I was like emotionally attached to it in a way. Overall, it just ruined my self-esteem and my confidence, and it just kept me in my shell. I was stagnant. I was ruminating a lot. I did try writing it down, my thoughts, but then I would kind of just see how crazy I was on paper and just repeat things. I don't know. I really just needed someone else to see it, to kind of look at it objectively, because I clearly was not objective. I was clearly in that headspace of fully believing that I need to be fixed. And I can't be loved until I'm fixed. My perception of my self-worth was at an all-time low. From experience, I don't think I'm able to do much when I'm in it. I just have to write it out, just feel it and let it go. But I think just telling someone, I don't have to burden them, and I don't have to like spew everything on them, but just mention to them like, oh, I'm not doing too well right now. Just that in itself really helped relieve the pressure, because it all just builds up in your head and you just start to implode. So before it gets to that stage, I think I like to just let my friend know, or I just try and do something about it. I go straight outside, go walk in nature. Hiking is amazing for it. Or I write it down so I'm able to look at it more objectively, more early, before I'm too down the rabbit hole. Do you guys have any tips on how to get out of it when you're in it? Because I kind of just write it out and then take these steps. Yeah. But once I'm out of it, I'm good. I do have one preventative method that I've been practicing more lately, which I was only able to do more of when I was out of uni and when I was just free from a lot of stress inducers, was that I just learned to parent myself. I would literally talk to myself like I was my own child. Okay, I know this channel is Ren, but my name is Catherine. So I'll just say to myself, Kat, I'm sorry I treated you badly today. I'm sorry I didn't let you be happy. Tomorrow, I promise I'll treat you better. I literally just treat myself like a child. And really, I am just talking to my inner child and just giving myself the love that I never really felt growing up, or I never really let myself have, because my mind was too cluttered with these ideas, this strong conviction that I was this problem, I was this puzzle that no one could figure out. No one understands me, and I don't want to, I don't want to seem like I'm needy and need attention. So I never told anyone. I only told like very few people, and I don't really like to talk about it that much with them because I just felt like a burden to them. So I would just put it all on my back and carry it by myself until I felt like I was going to implode. Then I go and I, reach out for help. But to the best of my abilities, I'll keep it to myself and try and handle everything myself. But yeah, if I treat myself as my own child, if I parent myself, it helps me prevent myself from getting into that kind of rumination and like self-flagellation, and I'm able to think a bit more objectively in it. I'm able to give myself second chances, and I'm willing to try again. Like I'll be like, wow, you messed up today. All right, don't worry, you'll be okay. You did. Or I'll encourage myself and I'll be like, Kat, you did so well today. Like, you were so amazing. Because you're not gonna yell and be angry at a little child. No, they need guidance, they need gentleness, they need patience. And so I really had to cultivate that in myself, to myself, in order to let myself grow. There's only so much that you can really produce or grow out of fear and suffering. And I think that just keeps you stuck into that survival mode where you only think about what's right in front of you. You're not able to think ahead or think about the consequences that it leaves on you. And I think once I was able to be out of that stressful environment, was I able to see how important self-love is. Because before I thought, oh, it's just this woo-woo, like stupid thing that people do, or they don't actually understand what I'm going through, or that's just for weak people. But at the end of the day, they were right. Usually all these simple advice are always right, but it's always so much easier said than done, because it's a whole mindset shift, this whole identity shift actually, because that was my old habits, and habits are hard to unlearn. But I think just pushing through slowly by slowly, progress and compounding that improvement 1% at a time really does wonders and is absolutely worth it. But yeah, I hope this helped you as much as it helped me. I hope you learned something out of it, or you related to anything or resonated with anything. Yeah, please help me. Please give me any tips, any recommendations. Bye bye. Thank you for listening.